My name is Jeff. Welcome back to Mohawk-Garage. And I see that you're back. Look what else is back. Mohawk is coming back. So I'm growing it back out. Finally got enough hair up here to dye. So we're Tanzanite right now. I'm loving it. So this is a ride that I filmed on the Beatty poker run. This is put on by the Bighorn Outdoor Explorers Group, BOE. This is the second year in a row that I've done this ride. It is an excellent way to learn trails and see areas that you've never been to in Beatty. There's a lot of beautiful scenery, some really good mountain climbs, some high vistas. There's a lot to see out in Beatty. They got wild donkeys out there, and there's a ton to see. Last year's ride, I felt like it was like 60 miles. But anyways, if you've never been on a poker run before, it is basically a circle trail, and everybody's going kind of at their own pace. There are 4 stops along the way, and for each stop, you got a token, which was worth 1 card when you got back to the event space. And so you get 1 poker hand, 5 cards. And, best hand wins, royal flushes and whatnot. It was several hundred people there. I think it was over 300 people there this time. And so you get your cards drawn at the end, and you have an option to buy extra cards at that point for like $5 a piece, donated to the Outdoor Explorer Group. And it is totally worth it. It is absolutely worth it. The drive out there is good. The trails are great. We've seen like this new mining area that's going on out there, and we got some really high mountaintop views. And all the trails are clearly marked, so it made for a great experience for people, especially people who didn't have that much experience, because everything is marked and it's really hard to get lost, even though I did manage to do so. Actually, I was following somebody else, Nick, got us lost. But anyways, so if you come here to see about this poker run, here you are. Thanks for coming. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm trying to grow this channel. I'd love to get 500 subscribers. It doesn't sound like that much when you're talking about people who have millions of subscribers. So tell your friends, and please watch some other videos. I got lots of different stuff on there. But check this one out while you're here. you made it to the end of this, thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, you're already subscribed. I know, because this is premium content. But thank you so much for watching, and please tell your friends, like and subscribe. Check out some other videos, and come on back. I'm trying to post every week again. It's been a while. I got out of the habit, but I'm trying to post every week again. So hopefully I'll see you next week.